All right, my name is Jose. I made $10,000 just trading Nasdaq this week, and people have been asking for trade breakdowns, so here they are. I'm sorry for being inconsistent on YouTube. It's especially just because it's annoying as fuck whenever my OBS lags, but here we are. I'm gonna break down three of my trades during AM session, and spoiler alert, they're all longs. All right, so higher time frames, right? We're very fucking bullish because we're trading all-time highs right now. So like I've told on my TikTok, if we're at all-time highs, especially during AM session, we're going to be looking for longs because that's when big money comes in and we're going to get these huge pumps. Nothing has told us that, okay, we're going to start bearish structure long term. Like, no, we might get retracements, obviously, but nothing long term is going to tell us, okay, now we're clearly in bearish structure. So overnight, we have this pump right here. So all this trendline liquidity, right, gets built up. And then we dump, take most of it out. But there's still these lows down here and this, sorry, my bad, this unfilled 5 minute. So market opens right here. It's 6:30 in this candle. We manipulate to the downside. All right, so on the 1 minute, this is the 6:30 candle right here. So when we manipulate to the downside, I see we also have this liquidity built up. We're kind of like chopping around, but we're going lower. And honestly, my main draw on liquidity was this unfilled 5 minute above. And then we get a change in state delivery right here. And like I said, I'm only looking for longs here. So we get a change in state delivery. And then we chop around a little bit. We open up this 1 minute, tap into it. I believe I enter at this candle right here and we just pump up. Like this is pretty simple. Bullish structure, unfilled 5 minute, which is my draw on liquidity. All-time highs were also my draw on liquidity. So that was a pretty obvious trade. We manipulate to the downside, right? And then as you can see after that, we just pump. After chopping around a little bit, we pump to create new all-time highs. So that's one of my trades. All right, again here, market opens. We chop around for a little bit. And what I'm looking for is price to just sweep out all this liquidity that's been built up during pre-market. So we sweep all the liquidity, and I damn near bottom tick this shit just because I have so much bullish bias. I'm like, okay, I just want to see a liquidity sweep, right? We sweep these lows, then all this built up liquidity below as well. And then I literally catch like an insane trade if I would have held. Like I still banged a 1 to 4 here. So let's see how much I made. Yeah, about $1,200, right? I made with only one contract, but I could have made so much more if I would have held. But you know, not trying to be greedy. But yeah, this is also another one of my trades. This was took on Thursday. Yeah, this was Thursday's trade right here. I also did forget to mention we also had this unfilled 5 minute bearish fair value gap, which was my drawn liquidity at the time. So yeah, it was in. Oh shit, wrong trade. So yeah, just look for some manipulation, the change in state delivery, and then like I said, I've only been looking for longs. There's an unfilled 5 minute above as well, which I thought we were gonna tap into and go lower, but we ended up running it, and I could have held longer, like I said, but I just caught my piece of the pie. And this was Thursday's trade, and all these trades are also on my TikTok. But yeah, bang today's trade. Honestly, I'm pretty mad at myself because on my very first trade, I literally enter at 85, exactly at 85. But I had a really tight stop loss, I believe only like 10 points. And I entered with two contracts. So I got absolutely wiped at first. But if I literally wouldn't have placed a stop loss, I would have won big because I was in here for 2 contracts, but whatever. So here was honestly a very simple continuation long. We pump, open up this 5 minute. I wait for us to go back like a little retrace into this 5 minute. Where the fuck is my trade? Just simple shit here. Just we pump, I wait for a little retrace, and then we just go higher. Like we're trading all time highs here. Like it can't get any easier than that. And yes, this is literally what's made me $10,000 this week, which is low key fucking insane. So like I said again, we open up this 5 minute. I just wait for a small retracement back to this 5 minute. Why? Because we are clearly fucking bullish. Nothing has told us, okay, we're gonna look for shorts now. Nothing, especially during New York Open. There's so much volatility. I mean, I'm so mad because I could have just fucking put no stop loss, ran 2 contracts, and look how much higher we went. Like, come on. I only got a small piece. So I was down about $1,000, but I was so confident in my trade again. I re-enter. So I believe I'm up like $500 for the day. And it was only on 1 contract. Again, I should have used two. Wait, it was a little higher. I should have used two. I wish I would have used two and then just held this bitch. But yeah, this was my trade again for Friday. And also, these are only trades I've been taking on my Weibo Live account. I do have different. So how I do shit is I have my Lucid Live accounts, which I trade Asia session, which I do look for shorts sometimes. I do look for longs, whatever. But I'm not gonna really break those down just because I feel like New York AM is what most people trade. But yeah, some people might think like, okay, this is you're just gambling on all time highs. Like, bro, what the fuck else are you supposed to do during all time highs? We're bullish until proven wrong. Like literally. I do hate the price action though. I do like it better like before, like when we were in a certain range when I was looking for longs and shorts. But I mean, for now, this has just been working. People might think like, oh, this is too simple, but hey, all I look for is a draw on liquidity, inverse fair value gap, and then what's my bias for the day. Also, I forgot to mention I'm fucking stupid. There's just 5 minute inverse as well, which I forgot to mention during the trade. So 5 minute inverse, we're all time high, so we're clearly bullish. A 5 minute fair value gap opens up. We tap into it and we keep going higher. Like it can't get any easier than that. Also, let me just show proof of my 10K week. These are my payouts on fucking Lucid. You can barely see them, but it's $6,000 in total, as you can see there. Or you might not be able to see, who knows. But and then this is a Webull screenshot of a $4,000 withdrawal. So 6 plus 4 equals 10.